Good morning! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mackenzie, and today I just want to take you guys along with me on a day of eating on the animal-based diet. So I typically start my day first thing by feeding the kitty cats. They are always just absolutely starving in the morning, so I have to get to them first. And then I usually head over to the coffee maker. I typically put our coffee on the night before, so I just have to hit brew. And then I just kind of take my time while the coffee gets ready. So I usually take some time to go put some makeup on, maybe fix my hair, just kind of having a little bit of a slow morning here until I can start making our meals and prepping for work. Our coffee's done. So this is about where I start counting my calories for the day. The white cup is Jeff's, and I'm putting a scoop of 4Wellness powder in there. It's collagen, it's cinnamon, it has some anti-inflammatory properties, and it's from a company that Phil Mickelson owns, who is a famous golfer and had some similar symptoms that Jeff was experiencing, so he wanted to give that a try. And then I'm putting 2 scoops of collagen peptides in my coffee, and that is about 18 grams of added protein for my day. It dissolves super well and it doesn't taste like anything. It's about $17 at Sam's, and you can also get it on Amazon. I think it does come in flavors, but I kind of prefer it not to flavor my coffee at all. And I absolutely love that it dissolves well. So you don't really even know it's in there, but it's a nice way to get some extra protein in. Guys, I got these super tiny little mics. They're so cute. I can do ASMR now, even though I won't be doing that. But I'm very excited about these. So I'm gonna clip this to myself and just kind of keep chit-chatting with you guys as I pack lunch. And then we'll eat that together later at my job. So I usually actually start by grabbing a humongous bag. And the reason I grab a humongous bag is, fun fact, Jeffrey and I actually work together. And we actually met back in Oklahoma City. We've been together for a little over 4 years now. And we are both civil engineers. Jeff does bridge design and I do roadway design. And we met back at our old firm. He played golf in college and I played golf in high school. So we kind of just immediately hit it off talking about golf. And anyways, from there, we just kind of became friends and we started dating and have been together ever since. And this time last year in December, actually, we decided that we just kind of wanted a little bit of a change. So we ended up moving to Wichita, Kansas, which is where Jeff is from. That's where his family lives. My family lives in Oklahoma City. So it's still very, very close to go back and visit my mom. But anyways, that's how we ended up here. And when we changed jobs here, we actually both got really good offers with the firm that we work for now. So we stayed together. We still work together. So packing lunch for work actually is really easy because of that, because I can just throw it all in a humongous bag. But anyways, today we are going to be having, I wrote this down last night because I didn't want to forget, but it's 74 grams of sausage and 84 grams of eggs. And like I said, I just use my food scale, and if I don't know exactly what the quantity is, I can just zero it out, put it in a bowl, zero that out, kind of similar to what I did with my creamer this morning. And then you can get the exact amount. And then in my food tracker, I can just change those grams to whatever I need to. That way I know exactly what protein I'm getting for the day. And again, a reminder, I don't do this every single day, but just for funsies, I thought I would take you through exactly what I'm eating today. That way you guys know. And then the next thing, I prepped some ground beef yesterday. This is what I said I like to have on hand. So I'm going to break that up for both of us to enjoy today. And usually, with something like this, I will just do ground beef. And what we're going to have today is part of a sweet potato. And so if you remember, sweet potatoes are actually on the medium list on Paul Saladino's website. So they are considered like medium toxic, but I tolerate sweet potatoes really well. I always have. They don't hurt my stomach, so I am totally fine eating them, and I feel like it's a good carb source, and it goes really well with ground beef. So, like I said, if you want to follow this diet to a T, you absolutely can, but we are following it 80/20, and sweet potatoes are really good for you. So I will be eating that. Let me get my food scale again. And okay, so this is kind of how I do it, but essentially food scale, and I'm going to turn it on. And then I'm setting my glass dish that I want to put stuff into, and then I'm going to re-zero it out so we know that it's at 0. And usually, so I found that ground beef has about 110 grams times 3 in a pound of ground beef. So usually I get 3 servings out of a pound of ground beef for us. And so that's just kind of something good to know if you are shopping and you're planning on having ground beef for the week. That way you know how much you need to get at the store. I do find that we go back to the store a little bit more frequently just to get our steaks anyways, because we like them fresh. So it's not that big of a deal. Oh, I just dropped them. Not that big of a deal for us, but if you're someone that doesn't like to go to the store a lot, that will help you kind of prep. So 3 servings out of a whole pound of ground beef. And so I'm giving us both about 100 grams today. Just going to get that in there. And then there's like a little bit of leftover. So just for gigs, we're just going to get rid of all of that. So he has about 123. And then I'm going to have 127. And we're going to remember that later when we enter it into our food tracker. Okay, so now that we have that, we don't have a ton of sweet potato left. We actually do need to go to the store today. So I'll probably take you guys with me on that. But anyways, we're both just going to get a little bit of a sweet potato. And don't call me crazy, but one of my new favorite things is putting ground cinnamon on it. It sounds crazy, but it's delicious. I think if you ever go to like Texas Roadhouse or somewhere like that and get a loaded sweet potato, it reminds me so much of that, and it just makes it really good. So I just put a little bit of that on both. And cinnamon is also really good for inflammation, so this is good for Jeff to have. Really me too, but anyways. And so then the last step and favorite step, this cottage cheese. I love this cottage cheese. So for half a cup, it's only 80 calories and it's 14 grams of protein. So obviously I don't add a half a cup here, but it's just a good extra source of protein. And what's really nice about it is when you put it on here, I usually do about 2, this is a half a tablespoon, by the way. So we're going to do 4 of these, which will be 2 tablespoons. But anyways, when I go to heat this up at work, this gets like super melty and kind of creates like a little bit of a cheese sauce. So it makes it really good. And then mixed with the cinnamon and ground beef, I don't know. It's delicious, I think. So anyways, that's what we're going to be having for lunch today. Okay. Okay. So now we have our breakfast and we have our lunch. I can get this closed. Put this away. Okay, so I need a lid for that. Okay, so I have our ground beef and sweet potato. I have breakfast for myself. Jeff isn't a huge breakfast eater, but I usually pack him something just in case he wants to eat something. And then just because that's not a ton of food, I usually like to pack some berries. And I already have a banana at work, so we don't need to pack one of those. But I will go ahead and throw us each an apple. Apples are a really good snack, so I'll have an apple. I also like to pack 2 Baby Bell cheeses and then 2 turkey sticks. So I'll have that. Let me get a thing for the berries. And like I said in my previous video, if you watched it, if you haven't, you should go check that out because I just talked a little bit about the animal-based diet in general. But usually I've measured this before, but a handful of berries for me is about 36 grams of berries. So we're going to do that. And I just always like to overpack food. It seems like a lot. Some days I only eat my lunch and breakfast and that's it. But some days, just depending on how busy I am or what I have going on, I might be just a little extra snacky. So I feel like setting yourself up to be able to snack is better just because if you're hungry, you're going to go into the break room like me and just grab a Pop-Tart or granola bar or whatever is available. Okay, we're at the office. I just microwaved my ground beef and sweet potato. And like I said, I don't know, it just makes it nice and cheesy with that cottage cheese that I put in here. And so I'll put it beside me, but I'll log this on Macro Factor so you guys can see at this point how much protein I'm at. And then I think we're gonna go shopping later at Sam's. So I'll show you a little bit of that. I can even put what we spend, that way you kind of have an idea of what we spend when we go to the store, and then we'll have dinner together tonight. Hope you guys are having a good day. I just got back from Sam's, and I just wanted to go through all the stuff we just got. This is something we haven't had yet. It's called Havarti and Gouda, a little cheese snack. No idea, but it sounds really good. And we always get a thing of kiwis just because they're a good snack and good to pair with some of our meals. Another thing of apples. We got 2 packs of strawberries, always good. Sometimes I've been making like a little fruit salad with these, so I make these cut up with blueberries and apples or blueberries and kiwis, and it's delicious. We usually have that with our steak. And then this comes with 24 eggs, so got that. They're cage-free. The organic ground beef that they have is grass-fed, so that's a win, and that's 3 pounds of that. We love to snack on these little Jack's mini sticks, and they're turkey, 100% natural. 2 sticks is 8 grams of protein, so it's a good way to get extra protein in. Always stock up on sweet potatoes. These last a really long time, which like if you're buying stuff like, you know, fruit or anything like that, you're always worried if it's going to go bad, but in the fridge these last for a really long time, so they're just kind of good to have on hand. And then we got some steaks. These are a little bit more expensive. They are the prime, but they're our favorites, so sometimes we treat ourselves to these. So yeah, that's all we got at Sam's. This is Hazy's favorite time of day. Hazy, dinner? Dinner? You want dinner? What? Dinner. So Jeff handles our dinner, and he always makes our steaks. He makes the most perfect steak that I'll show you here in a second, but this is him just getting it all seasoned and ready to go on the grill for us. He's plating it, and then this is my favorite part. He always drips this little juice all over it from the steak. Oh my goodness. And then I'm about to cut into it and show you guys. Perfect medium rare steak. Hi guys! We just finished our dinner, and I'm actually going to finish off the night with a little protein shake. I wasn't quite at my protein goal for the day, which is 130 grams, and this is actually going to put me at 147 for the day. So I'll be sure to show you guys a video of all the meals we've been through today and what that equals for me for the day. But I think I'm a little low on calories today, which is why I wanted to have a protein shake, just so I could get my protein in, because I was low on that. But I think that was just because we were running a little low on groceries today. But we restocked at Sam's, which you'll see in the video too. I have really enjoyed showing you our meals of the day
and I hope you guys have found it helpful, and I just look forward to continuing filming some of this lifestyle content for you guys and for myself because I'm really enjoying it. But anyways, thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next one.